Good afternoon. My name is Sarmila Thing, and my student ID is 33139628. And this presentation focus on Lidl and how risk management can enhance strategic decision making over the next 3 to 5 years. These are the table of content, and I will briefly introduce Lidl outlined its performance, decision, key risk frameworks, and identify major risks and conclude with strategic recommendations. And the introduction, Lidl is a global discount retailer operating in over 30 countries as a part of the Schweizer's group, and its success is built on cost, leadership, operational efficiency, and a strong private label strategy. And Lidl's vision focus on providing affordable, high-quality product while operating sustainably. And its missions emphasize efficiency, responsible sourcing, and continued improvement, which directly influence its risk exposure and decision making. And there is a two graph, and one graph shows revenue growth, and this chart shows consistent revenue growth in Great Britain reaching around 12 billion pound in 2024. This reflects little expanding market share and successful UK growth strategy. And another graph shows the employee growth. Lidl workforce has grown from around 10,000 employees in 2012 to over 30,000 employees in 2024. This highlights operational expansion but also in increased workforce and operational risks. In this slide, there is a risk management framework, and Lidl's risk management can be strengthened using international standards such as ISO 22301 for business continuity and ISO 31001 for enterprise risk management, and ISO 27005 for information security for risk management. And in this slide, there is the importance of risk management. Risk management is critical for protecting Lidl low-cost operating model and enhancing supply chain reliances and improve competitive positions and regulatory compliances and supporting strategic decision making and protecting digital and information system in a volatile retail environment. In this slide, there is a strategic recommendation for integrated decision making. Um, Lidl's strategic priorities include strengthening supply chain reliances, integrating enterprise risk management, accelerating digital and cyber reliances, enhancing workplace stability and capability, and embedding sustainability into core strategy. And in this slide, there is a risk assessment matrix. In this slide, there is a challenges for Lidl risk register. Major risks identified include food safety and quality risks, cybersecurity and data theft, and supply chain disruptions, reputations risks and negative public perceptions, regulatory requirement of compliances and sustainability, and staff problem and employee turnover, all of which directly affects strategic decision. And in this slide, there is a risk mitigation strategy table. Mitigation strategy include supplier diversifications and food safety and quality risks and predictive analytics, cybersecurity investment, dynamic pricing, workforce training, and regulatory requirement and compliance and stability, and ESG integrations, enabling little to make proactive rather than reactive decisions. In this slide, there is a business impact analysis. The business impact analysis highlights critical assets such as supply chain, IT system, workforce, and brand reputations, which defines recovery time objectives to ensure operational continuity. Here is a conclusion. To conclude, effective risk management is essential for little strategic decision making in a competitive and volatile retail market. Key risks such as supply chains disruptions, cost volatility, cybersecurity threat, workforce challenges, and regulatory pressure directly impact Lidl's operations. And over the next 3 to 5 years, Lidl should integrate enterprise risk management, investment in digital reliances, and supply chains analytics, and embed sustainability and workforce stability into long-term planning. And overall, the proactive, risk-based decision-making approach will support Lidl's reliances and sustainable growth in the UK. Here is a list of references, and thank you for the listening.